It's time for Ryan's Roses. Here's the scenario. If you use a sitter for the kids, imagine this. Or if you've got like the deal where it's guys' night, girls' night each week. So Angie in Riverside says, Dear Ryan and Sissy, my husband and I do a night out every week where he goes out with the guys and I go out with the girls. While we're gone, we have our sitter come over to watch the kids. What I've noticed recently is that he always seems to get home first and then sends her home. But so she's not back. He's back chilling and she's gone. So like he's dismissed her. Mm-hmm. I fear he's using our nights out as a way to get me out while he goes back. So she thinks he pretends to go away with the guys, but sneaks back during the time she's away and hooks up with the sitter. That's what she thinks.
So bad.
I gotta tell you though, I've seen a lot of movies. It's not a smart idea to hire
a hot nanny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know.
I'm just
with you on that.
Too many things.
And no offense to hot nannies out there. I'm sure you're beautiful and you're great at your job, but I will never hire you.
Well, it's not, and that's not fair and you're discriminating.
I know I am, but I feel like more people should do that.
All right, so let's get Angie on the phone. Hey, Angie, thanks for coming on. Let me try and figure this out. Are you this babysitter? Can you describe this babysitter for me?
Okay. She's short, black hair, brunette. She has dimples, big eyes, long lashes, fake lashes, big boobs, of course.
Yeah, why did you hire her?
Yeah.
I needed a sitter. Me and my husband, we wanted to start going out more because we were spending too much time with each other and starting to argue more. So we said, okay, let's have a date night. We go out on the same night, same time, different friends to give each other a break. You know what I mean?
Did you see her as a threat? Forget it for a sec. Did you see her ever as a threat when you hired her?
No, I'm very annoyed with the whole situation. I just want to find out once and for all because
Angie,
what's really throwing me off is one day we go out and my girlfriend was running late and she sees him pull back into my driveway when we're supposed to be on date night. So why are you coming back?
So you believe, I mean, he could have forgotten some, but you believe he's actually playing a charade where he gets dressed, leaves, waits, and then comes back and hooks up with her and then sends her home?
I just don't know. I don't want to.
But that's what you think could be going on.
It could be.
Have you seen them interact together?
Well, not really. It's just because it's all in passing, and we're usually leaving out at the same time. And sometimes I leave after him, so he's not even there when she comes. So I don't really get to see the interaction. But I'm just kind of nervous. Because
You got to set up a nanny cam.
I do have a nanny cam. And can I just tell you about that really, really quick? The nanny cam has pauses in it. So one time when my friend told me she saw him come back, I checked the nanny cam and it was turned off. Please tell me why.
Okay. Well,
Please give me a valid, logical reason.
Now we're getting somewhere, okay? Now we're underneath the Earth's surface, getting closer to the Earth's mantle. All right, hold on for 1 second. We are going to come back and make the call. It is the call. We're making the call for Ryan's Roses. Angie thinks that when she and her husband have guys' night, girls' night, same night every week, that he leaves but comes back and hooks up with the babysitter. So let me grab Angie here. But Angie said that the nanny cam was turned off. That to me is the smoking gun.
Yeah, there's pauses in the nanny cam.
Right. So there's edits or it's been shut down and turned back on.
Yep.
Angie, we're going to call your husband. How long have you been married?
5 years.
We are going to have Sisney offer your husband some roses. We want to find out where he sends them, like who the person is. And then also if there's a note on the card, that can tell us a lot. But you have to stay quiet. Key.
Yes, please.
Don't, I know you may want to react. Don't react until you hear us talking, okay?
Okay.
Would you say, Ryan, you have my permission to call and then whatever your husband's name is on Kiss FM?
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi. May I speak to Sal?
Hi, yeah, this is him.
Hi, Sal. My name is Rachel. I'm calling from Festive Flowers. How are you doing this morning?
I'm okay. I'm all right.
Hi, I'm calling
Sounds like
because
a-
we're new to the area, and I'm calling because we're trying to promote a delivery service, and we're giving away free dozen roses. You can choose any color and send them to anybody that you'd like this morning. We're brand new here in Riverside.
I really appreciate that, and I appreciate your time, but, you know, if you're going to ask for my credit card in a couple of seconds...
No credit card info, no billing info. They're absolutely free. We just hope that you, whoever receives them likes them, and then kind of just word of mouth spreads about our business. We're actually right on University Avenue. You know where the coffee house is? Very close to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the corner of like Orange and University. You should stop by sometime, but they're absolutely free. We can send them up. They can have them by lunchtime today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't need any credit card info.
I've never seen anything like this. Okay, sure.
Okay,
what do I need to do?
Yeah, I need the name of the person you want to send them to. We can start there.
Like just for the card? The name is Angie. She's my wife. And
Angie,
I guess if there's a card that goes with it, something real simple like, to my beautiful wife from your husband.
To my beautiful wife from your husband. Oh, that's so cute.
Sal, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. And we have Angie, your wife, on the phone. Thank you for sending
me roses. You sure you want to send them to me, Sal? Are you sure?
Well, wait a minute.
Angie,
he did send them. He did send them to you.
I don't understand what's happening right now.
No, I'm happy that you're sending me flowers. I'm sure. I just want to make sure that I'm the correct recipient, because the way things have been kind of going lately, I don't know. I don't know.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
No, I'm just.
You're going to have to give me more to work with than that.
No, that's okay. If you don't know, then I'm not going to know. How about that?
Well, let me just tell you, Sal. She thinks you're hooking up with the babysitter on the girls' night out. She said that you were seen coming back to the house after you left. What happened?
Yeah, no, I'm not sleeping with Monica. I'm not sleeping with
what?
the babysitter. No.
So you go straight to sleeping with her?
Yeah, that's a fair point. I was actually going to ask that too. You did
really, Sal?
make a leap there.
That's what you're trying to get at, right? I mean, that's what...
Well, Sal, she thinks
what are you doing on your nights out? What are you doing on your nights out? I'm going out with my girlfriends. How come you never have a story to tell when you go out with your friends? When I come back and I say, how was it? You say, fine. You give me one word answer.
Angie.
No, don't answer me. What are you doing?
My friends are boring. You know that. There ain't much to tell, okay? Secondly...
So why are you going?
Putting us on the radio like this for nothing, embarrassing us like this is ridiculous. This is silly.
I'm not embarrassed. And I'm not embarrassed because I want to know. And if my friends, it's embarrassing that my friend is seeing your car pull up back in the driveway after we're all out when you're supposed to be out. That's embarrassing.
And why is the nanny cam being turned off?
Is that what this is about? Because I went back to the house. I forgot my charger, and my phone was almost dead.
Well, why is the nanny cam being turned off in some places, Sal? Why is there no nanny cam in certain portions of the tape?
It's getting paused.
I didn't even know that was a problem.
Well, we're telling you it's a problem.
You didn't know it was a problem. It is a big problem. Huge.
Why?
Okay.
I don't know what to tell
are you and Monica? Are you messing around with Monica?
No, I'm not messing
at
around
all
with Monica.
Do you flirt with her? Does she flirt with you?
Oh my God, Angie.
Spit it out.
Angie.
Yes or no? Tell me.
No, I have been telling you. No.
All right. Angie, this is all we can do. We are going to let you sort it out. It sounds like you're still cynical. And Sal, she thinks you're messing around with the babysitter. I don't know what to tell you. You guys have been having problems in your relationship. It doesn't sound like it's getting better, but good luck, all right?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. All right, it's time for Ryan's Roses. It's a public service. If there's something going on in your relationship and it just doesn't feel right, feels weird, then you can send us a story as Angie did in Monrovia. Let me just read you the email and then let's get into it. So she says, Ryan and I found some videos of my daughters on their iPad. It showed them inside a house I didn't recognize. I asked them about it, but they're only 5 and 4. So they didn't really know anything. I asked my husband. He said that the house was that of his coworkers. He explained he bought Girl Scout cookies from her and passed her house to pay her.
It's weird.
We got a huge fight because he didn't want to tell me the name of his coworker, saying that if he told me, it would just cause trouble for him. Now, this all sounds terribly wrong.
Right.
I would believe him if he had brought home cookies, but I never saw Girl Scout cookies in the house.
Oh. Jeez. I mean, this guy, like, if he's going to go with that story, he's got to have all the props.
I mean, okay, if this all looks guilty, then the best thing he can do for himself is to just tell his wife who it is. But he's not giving her that information either, which is making it worse. So, Angie, we don't think any of this sounds legit. Like, we don't feel great about it.
Well, I don't feel great about it either. I've been really stressed out. Like, I feel like this acid burning in my stomach. Like, it's causing me anxiety. I can't sleep. Like, I can't sleep next to him. I just keep looking at him. Like, why can't he just tell me the truth? Because then we could just go from there.
So just so we're clear, you saw this video on your kid's iPad and you recognize the voice in the background as your husband, another woman's voice, but you don't see them.
Yes. No, my girls, they love to make little silly videos on the iPad. So they turn the thing around so they can, shoot themselves. And they're always just making silly faces and stuff and laughing. And then through their laughter, I can hear my husband, and it sounds like he's kind of laughing at them, make like play. And then you hear somebody respond and it sounds like a woman's voice, but I can't really hear what they were saying. I've played it, I feel like 100 times, and I can't hear what they're saying, but I know it's a woman's voice, so I just said, like, okay, great. Like, she's on the video, just tell me what her name is, and then, I just want to know what her name is. Like, what's the big deal? And he got so defensive. He's like, are you feeling, like, insecure? And, this is on you. And he just got really defensive. And I was like, just tell me your name. He's like, you're going to show up to the office and you're going to make a scene. I know you. And I was like, you obviously don't know me, because I would never do that. I would never go and jeopardize your job.
Well, do you think he was defensive just because you were grilling him, or because he really feels guilty?
He's guilty of something. Something's not right. I'm telling you. How long have you been married?
7 years.
There's something weird about him not giving information.
Yeah.
I mean, let me tell you about a guy's brain. Mm-hmm. It's the best I can become a guy here. Guys, if we think we are being accused of something wrong, we'll tell you everything to make you think that we're not doing something wrong. Like, he should give up the name.
So you think that if a guy is defensive, he's automatically guilty?
Well, not just defensive, but not forthcoming with some information after being defensive.
Okay.
All right, so let's do the call next. We're going to bring Patty in. We're going to offer the roses. Angie, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever your husband's name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call Kiss FM.
Okay. Married 7 years. I got 2 kids, 1 5-year-old, 1 4-year-old. Here's what's going to happen, Angie. Patty is going to offer him some roses, and we want to find out who he sends them to, what name he sends them to, and what he puts on the card, okay?
Okay.
Good luck, sweetheart.
Thanks.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Miguel?
This is him.
Hi, Miguel. Good morning. My name is Patty calling from Wesley Flowers. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They're completely free, and you can send them to whoever you want this morning. I don't need any information from you. I don't need your credit card number or your billing address. Just the name of the person you want to send them to, the address, and a note.
Oh, no, thanks. I'm not interested in anything like that.
They're completely free, Miguel. I'd appreciate it. I just opened my my flower shop, and I would like if you can just go ahead and review me on Yelp.
You know what? That's really nice. I hope you goes to tape. I don't want to do anything like that. I personally don't believe there's anything as a free lunch. So I'm sure somehow you figure out a way of charging me or making me part of a club or something. I'm not interested.
No. There's no hidden fees, no hidden agenda. It's just straightforward. You're getting a free bouquet that you can send to whoever you want. They're very beautiful, and I'm not asking for any of your information, so I don't have your information, so there's no way I can use your information. All I need is the name of the person you want to send them to and the note, and I make sure they get delivered today.
I'm sorry. I'm really not interested in anything like this. Okay, like I'm sorry you wasted your time on me, but I'm not interested in anything like that. Okay, I'll buy my own flowers. I do okay for myself. Thank you though. I really don't want anything to do with this.
Do you want to buy flowers? Can I send you my catalog? If you
no, it's okay. No, I really don't want to deal with this at all.
They'll brighten anybody's day. Like, I know, I'm sure there's somebody that would want roses or flowers from you.
I think he's gone. Hello, Miguel. I think he's gone. Angie, was that the voice of your husband?
Yes, it was.
All right. Well, he is. He wants nothing to do with any free lunch.
Do you think he knows it was us?
I don't know. I just wish he would have said something. It's just weird that he wouldn't even think of me in that moment, that he wouldn't even say, like...
Well, he wasn't thinking of anything other than him
but-
being caught with some sort of catch, right? He felt like there was some sort of catch.
Yeah. So he did, like, it didn't even seem like on his radar that he could even... Oh, I'm so frustrated. I just thought I was going to get an answer today. I just want to know what her name is. I just want to know what's going on. Like,
Go to his work.
He's probably just going to say that, like, I'm causing trouble. I've never caused trouble. I've never been a drama queen. Like, we've been fine for so long, but, like, this thing has gotten so weird. He froze when I showed him the iPad. He froze, and he talked about Girl Scout cookies and how they ate them at work. And I was like, I love Girl Scout cookies. Like, I don't understand. Let
me give you just a little direction on this. So I think what you need to do, as I can't tell from what he said on the air, what's going through his mind. But I do think that if he is not forthcoming with the details of who this person was and giving you that information, then you have a problem, because it wouldn't make any sense if there was nothing going on. Why would he withhold that information? If there was nothing to be guilty of, why would he not tell you? So you need to look him in the eye tonight and sit down with him and say, look, what is going on? Why won't you tell me who this is? It's fine if you bought Girl Scout cookies. It's fine if you went to go pick them up and paid for them, but tell me more about who it is. But you got to get those answers. If you're not getting those answers, he's hiding something.
Mm-hmm. And then you have to dig even deeper.
He brought our little girls to her house. He brought our little girls to her house.
That's
like,
why you need to know. You got to find out.
It's just such a left turn.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, Angie, have that conversation. Get those answers from him. You need to know. He should tell you. All right?
Okay. Thank you, Ryan.
Good luck, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Bye. I mean, if you're in that situation
and
your spouse thinks that you've done something wrong, you're calling that coworker on the phone saying, hey, could you explain, confirm what happened?
Everything you can in your power to reassure the person you love.
Like, there's some sort of guilt there if he's not giving her the information. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Dear Ryan and Sissany, we've got an app that tracks the details of our cars. Okay, that is fantastic unless you're not going where you say you're going, right?
Yeah.
This is coming out of Sherman Oaks. So Angie says it helps to keep track of service, and it also tells you the mileage and relative location of your last trip. Well, I noticed that the mileage hasn't been adding up to where he's been saying he's going. On top of that, I noticed that the mileage is almost exactly the same every time. She says, really weird, right? I think he's seeing someone. This is technology.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you argue with technology unless it's got a glitch. But this isn't like I'm just feeling something. Like, she's looking at data.
Yeah. But maybe he's not going somewhere suspicious.
Let's find out. Angie's on the phone. Angie, thanks for coming on. I just want to make sure we totally understand this. So you have this app. It calculates the mileage and distance and things, and it's not calculating the amount of mileage and distance to where he should be going or where he says he's going?
Well, it just tracks the details of the car for the service fees, but I noticed that the mileage hasn't been adding up to where he said he's been going.
Okay,
so,
is it less mileage or more mileage?
It's more, but it's the same amount every time. So I think he's just going to see the same person every time.
Every day?
Every day.
It could be. Now, why do you think it's a person? Like, what? Couldn't it be something else?
For work?
No. Work is much closer than that. So it has to be. To me, it just feels like a person. It feels like there's someone else that he's going to see, and he keeps seeing them.
Well, we can play this a couple ways, but I think what we'll do here is hang on, okay?
Okay.
I think what we'll do here is come back and have Patty make the call. Let's just see where this goes. Hang on. Okay, Angie's on the phone. It's time for Ryan's Roses. She's got an app that tracks the details of their cars, right? This is for in their marriage, in their relationship. And the app is showing her mileage of places that he's saying are different. So basically, he says he's going one place. The app shows he's going to a different place. That's what we know. So we kind of have data. We could use this to our advantage. Let me get Angie on the phone. Angie, how long have you been married, Angie?
Oh, we've been married for 3 years.
Do you have kids?
No.
Okay. I want you to say this. Ryan, you have my permission to call, then your husband's name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
And that's what we're going to do. Now, Angie, you have to be very, very quiet until we tell him he's on the air. But Patty is going to offer him some roses. That will be telling. We want to find out who's top of mind, who he sends them to, and what's on the card, okay?
Okay.
So remember, you're quiet. Patty's going to work. Her sleeves are rolled up on this.
Okay.
Okay, good luck.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Scott?
Yes, this is Scott.
Hi, Scott. Good morning. My name is Marcella, and I'm calling from Bella Flowers here on Sylmar Avenue. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for answering my call. I'm actually calling you because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They are completely free, and you can send them to whoever you want today at no charge.
Okay.
If you order from me today, they get delivered by lunchtime or whatever time you prefer.
Yeah, I mean, lunchtime's good.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just
awesome.
surprised because I haven't had luck all morning. But thank you. I appreciate that.
Really? You haven't had luck giving away free roses?
Well, we're doing a promotion and people don't believe that they're free. They think that it's, we're going to scam them, but we're not. We're a new shop here on Sylmar Avenue and we're just promoting our delivery service.
That's awesome.
Great. So who do you want to send them to, Scott?
Oh, let's send them to Jenny.
Jenny. How do you spell that? Is it Genny or?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you want to put on the note?
Let's say, loving our secret meetings, and I can't wait for the next one.
Scott, your voice is being broadcast on the radio right now. I have your wife, Angie, on the line, who knows that you are going every day to meet Jenny and are having this affair. What would you like to say to your wife?
What?
What would you like to say to your wife? You should explain how long you've been having this affair with Jenny.
No, I'm not actually having an affair with Jenny.
Scott, Angie's on the phone right now. Angie, tell him what you just heard.
I heard what you said, Scott. I know what you're doing, and I've been tracking it through the mileage app on our car.
What? No, I knew what you were doing. This was so clearly a joke, a prank. This was so obvious.
Scott, you might as well stop. We have the data. She's been tracking you on the app with your car. We know you've been going to Jenny's for your secret meetings. We know that you've got another one coming up. So just come clean. You've been married 3 years to Angie. You don't have kids. Just tell her.
I'm telling you, it's a joke. I knew what this was. I knew that.
What do you mean it's a joke? How is it a joke that you're cheating on your wife with Jenny? How's that a joke?
Listen to me. Do you think that if I were actually cheating, that I would have left that guilty sounding a note? I knew what this was. I was.
Oh, well, you know what? Maybe you're leaving a guilty card or guilty note because you're lying. He thought he was sending flowers to his cheap side piece. And
Come on.
Guess what? But you know what, Scott? Guess what? She's no longer your side piece because she's all you have now. That's it.
Babe, no, come on.
Scott, we have the data. Scott, we have the tracking. I'm looking at the tracking data app now.
What do you mean you're looking at the... What?
You know what I mean. And we know what you mean. And what you mean is that you're having an affair with Jenny and you've been hiding it from Angie. That's what you are saying.
I knew what this was. This is Ryan's secrets. This is the
Scott,
thing.
Scott, if you knew it... Scott, can I just tell you, if you knew what this was, you wouldn't have made that statement and sent roses to Jenny, especially after you know that she's been tracking your car. Like, if you knew it was a joke, you would have just called it out. You wouldn't take... I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to yell. We just met. So, all right, I don't need it. I don't need it. But Angie needs the truth.
Listen, I don't know what to tell you. It was a fake note.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, Scott, you've been caught.
Joking. I've been caught joking.
No.
Look, I guess it was a bad joke, but this was such an obvious setup. And so I set it up back. I double set it up.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not buying it.
Look, we can talk about this at home. We're not going to talk about this on the radio.
No.
We can talk about this at home.
Angie, do you know a woman named Jenny?
No, I don't know anyone named Jenny.
There is no one named Jenny.
Well, Scott, I appreciate you at least staying on with us to get us to this conclusion.
Yeah, because I'm kidding around.
No, the whole city's listening, thinking you're not kidding around.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, but people have to get to work and stuff, so we're going to put you on. Huh?
The whole city doesn't know me. I don't care what the whole city thinks.
Well, the whole city does know you now.
Whatever. We can talk about it when we get home.
I'm not going to be there.
There's nothing to talk about.
What? All right, Scott, hold on. What's so funny? Angie?
Not going to be there. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not, because I think you knew because you had the app and now you know who it is. So I would find out who Jenny is and where she is.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Or
That's
good luck.
what I'm going to do next.
I'm sorry about that.
That's fine. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I mean, he almost didn't even need us because she had the tracking on the app.
I mean, he was caught red-handed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
How is that what man is making that joke? That is not something you're joking about.
No, it's not.
And not with that note and not with that tone. I do not believe. Now, Ryan's Roses, we have a 13-year-old. Her name is Bella. And here she is exposed to this Ryan's Roses call where you have, what was his name, Scott?
Yes.
Right, Scott saying that he sent roses to Jenny with a note saying, loving our secret meetings and I can't wait for the next one, as a joke. Now, the app that tracks their car knows that he's going to Jenny's house every single day. So he was already caught. And then he gets on the phone and sends roses to Jenny, not his wife. His wife's name's Angie, saying, loving our secret meetings. I can't wait for the next one. Then he tries to tell us, I knew it was you guys. I was just kidding.
Yeah. And he didn't even throw in a ha-ha then or something.
Do you know one thing I know about today's youth? What generation are you? Generation Z? X? Mark, what is she? What is Bella? 13 years old.
Z.
I'm not even saying his name there. I think it's Z, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Generation Z, okay? Now,
Your color is yellow, by the way.
My color?
Is Generation Z.
Is yellow.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing with Generation Z. You can't BS them. Like, they can see right through stuff. They know if it's BS or if it's a pitch or a salesy job and all that stuff.
Totally.
So, Bella, I ask you one simple question. Whose mom, Laura Slobin, has worked with me at E for 13 years, and I love her.
We love Laura.
She produces stuff for E with me and has worked for so long. So, Bella, I ask you this question. Great name. But, Bella, I ask you this question. Do you believe that Scott was telling the truth or not?
I think he was lying about thinking it was a joke. Because here's the thing. If he knew it was a joke, then why, right when you said, oh, it's Ryan, he freaked out.
Right.
And then if he knew, then why did he freak out like that?
Right. So she's correct. And why is he trying to make us feel like we're the bad guys? Then he's yelling at me.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what happens when people get caught. They get defensive and they just try to, what's the word? Divert the...
Deflect?
Deflect.
Well done, Bella.
Yeah, well done.
You definitely will get a job here or as an influencer. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Gina, good morning and thanks for reaching out. So you were on your husband's phone and you saw he got a text that said, hey, baby, can you get away tonight, with a heart emoji?
Yes.
Did you panic?
Yeah. So here's the deal. We just had our second baby 5 weeks ago. And my husband has been really great, actually. Very attentive, and he's always taking our older daughter out to keep her busy. So when I saw that text, yes, I flipped. And here's what he said. He said he was at the park, and our daughter was playing with another kid. He said the mom of the other kid said they should exchange numbers and get them together for a play date. And he said, okay. And according to him, she has been sending him nude photos and flirty messages ever since. And I kind of believe him because he showed me the photos and messages and it doesn't look like he's responded. But then why not just block her?
Yeah.
And he said he was going to. Yeah, he said he was going to, but he hadn't gotten around to it yet. And plus our daughter really liked their daughter and she's asked to see her again, as if I would ever let him have a play date with this woman.
I mean, like, he hadn't got around to it. That's the first thing he should have done when this all started happening.
Yeah, and told you right away.
I don't like it. I don't give him 50-50. I think it's worse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, well, so he did end up blocking her. But just, you're right. Something about this whole thing. It just really bothers me. But then I'm like, yeah, then I'm in a weird place because I just had a baby. My hormones are out of whack. So I'm like, am I just being crazy? I don't know. I just need your help.
We are going to make the call to your husband next. What is her name, this woman?
Dana.
Dana?
Yeah.
All right, hold tight. Coming up next at Kiss. It's time for the Ryan's Roses call. So Gina said she found her husband's phone and got a text inside the phone saying, hey, baby, can you get away tonight? He hasn't blocked her yet. She's sending photos. This other woman named Dana, her husband said that he's not doing anything, but he has still these messages and the photos and he hasn't blocked her. I mean, it seems all weird to me.
Exactly.
So Gina, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call and then his name. Go ahead.
Okay. Ryan, you have my permission to call.
All right, we're going to do that now. I'll be very, very quiet. Let's see if we can find out whether he's thinking of you or Dana or anybody else top of mind. And good luck, Gina. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Alan, please?
Speaking.
Hi, Alan. My name is Joanne. I'm calling from the Valley Florist. How are you doing this morning?
Fine. Why is the flower shop calling me?
Right. We're a small little shop on Sepulveda, just past the Costco, and we're offering a free promotion today. That's why I'm calling, actually. It's a free dozen red roses that you can send to anybody. I don't need cash from you. I don't need any sort of info. I don't need your credit card or anything like that. Just trying to promote our business.
I don't know. It kind of seems like a scam.
Yeah, I would just need the name of the person you want to send them to, a note, and then we can have the flowers off by lunchtime today, if that's convenient for you. Like I said, I don't need any cash or anything like that. We hope that like you do come back as a customer one day if you like our arrangements.
Okay. Where'd you say you were located?
We're on Sepulveda.
Okay. The address is Lane.
Okay. Why don't we start with the name of the person you want to send them to first? Perfect.
Okay. Her name is Dana.
Dana?
Yes.
Okay. And what would you like to put on the card?
Let's see. You can put, can't wait for our next adventure.
Can't wait for our next adventure.
Alan.
Sorry.
Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. And I have your wife, Gina, on the phone, who asked us to give you a call because she's concerned that you're having an affair with Dana. And clearly you are. But you told her there's nothing going on. And she'd like an explanation right here, right now.
Okay. Who are you?
My name is Ryan. Your wife, Gina. Say hi, Gina.
Hi.
Would like to know why you're lying to her about this affair, how long it's been going on. Let's go.
Listen, look, Gina, I know this looks bad, okay? But, yeah, no.
Yeah, this looks really bad. Like, how could you
bad.
do this? Like, it's 5 weeks old, so she's going to grow up with divorced parents now? Oh, my God.
Okay, whoa. What are you talking about divorce? Who said anything about divorce?
What? Because you're cheating on your wife.
Okay, that's not something I want to talk about. It's not something I want to talk about on the radio.
Then you say no if you haven't.
You just say your next adventure with Dana. How many adventures have you been on with Dana? What's your next adventure? What's going on?
You know what? Nobody asked you, man. What is going on? This is
actually your wife asked me.
Yeah, she did.
She asked me to call you to find out what's going on. You told her that there was nothing going on with you and this woman in the text, and
just come clean. You're caught.
Okay, well, you know what? This is between me and my wife. So just go play a commercial or something. All right, listen.
It's actually between you, your wife, and now Dana, who's been brought into the picture. So when did you start seeing Dana while you were married?
I'm not going to talk about this with you, man. But Gina, I do not want to get a divorce. Okay, we can get through this.
Well,
all right.
maybe I do.
Yeah, maybe she does, Alan.
Please. No, well, you don't mean that. You don't mean that, okay? It's going to be okay.
We're going to let you go, Gina. I think
I'm so sorry.
Our role is done here. You got the news, unfortunately, that you wanted but didn't want to hear. And we just wish you the best and happiness and good luck with everything, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Gina. I mean, how's he saying that everything's going to be okay?
He's a coward.
It's Kiss FM. We just did the Ryan's Roses call. If you missed it, Gina found her husband's phone, and inside the phone there was a text saying, "Hey, baby, can you get away tonight?" with a heart emoji. Turns out this woman was sending pictures, and she addressed it with her husband. She went nuts, she said. She addressed it with her husband, and he gave an excuse about not knowing and not having a chance to block the number yet. Anyway, he's walking around with this stuff in his phone. She didn't really believe him. She was like 50-50
Right.
on believing him. And sure enough, as clear as day, as confident and comfortable as anybody could be, he sent the flowers to Dana, the other woman. And he said, "Can't wait for our next adventure."
Yeah.
And his wife heard all of it.
How many adventures have they had? How long has it been going on?
So then he says, "This is going to be okay," to his wife. "We're not going to get divorced." She's like, "Not so fast. I want out."
I mean, they have a 5-week-old baby. She said 5 or 6
5 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
A brand new baby. And, I mean, look, she caught him. He lied before he got here. So he did it once. Then he did it again here. And so I don't know. I mean, where do they go? What do they do? Of course, he's trying to say, let's make it work. But she's not on that same page. La Puente, Maria, good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks. So you don't trust that she's actually going to leave him. Why? What did you hear?
I mean, he just sounds like a typical guy that thinks he can get away with it. And she does seem and sound super vulnerable. And she obviously just had a baby. I think she should go and stay with her mom or a friend for a little bit and get some space. Otherwise, I don't see how they're going to work it out living in the same house right now.
Oh.
I don't even know where you start when you find out something like that. And it's so blatant.
Where do you go from that? Yeah. He can come back crawling and begging and pleading, but like, I don't even know if that would be enough.
Well, he thinks he's going to fix it. He thinks he's going to fix it. You heard that in his voice.
Yeah, he thinks it's all good.
Maria, thank you for listening to La Puente. You take good care, okay?
Okay, thank you.
He didn't even sound like he felt bad. That was annoying.
Yes, I hate when that happens.